Good afternoon. We're very happy to have you all here. We welcome Governor Heineman to St. Mary's School, and we welcome all of you parents and grandparents and friends of our school also. We'd like to give a special welcome to Ashley and her family, to Callie Leach and her family, and especially to Tanner from Arcadia Public Schools. These children were winners in the Nebraska Department of Agriculture poster contest, sponsored by the FFA during National Agriculture Week. Callie Leach, who is in our second grade at St. Mary's School, won first place in the state first and second grade division. Tanner. From St. Mary's School, Ashley Carson won third place in the third and fourth grade division of the state. And then from Arcadia Public Schools, Tanner Shaleski won second place in the third and fourth grade. The theme was Nebraska Agriculture, Growing the Good Life. And there is a website that you can get on to view all of the posters from all of the winners and place the people that placed in all the categories in the state contest. Governor Heineman is here to present the awards to the children and to speak to us all about the importance of agriculture in our state. And afterwards, if there's time, he will take questions from the children or adults if you have any questions. And then following, we have refreshments. Governor's on a time schedule, I believe, and needs to leave by about 3:15. But we certainly welcome him and are glad that he can be with us today. Governor Heineman.
Let's see, I got this long-winded speech. You know what, I'm delighted to be out here today because whenever we can honor and recognize young students for what they've done, and these three have done some very special things, to be part of this contest, to be winners, that's always worthwhile. Now, for the kids, I'm really out here to help you stay out of class the rest of the day and see what I can do for you. So when we get to the Q&A, you got to make sure you ask a few questions. For every question you ask, you get a little extra credit in class. That's by order of the governor. Hopefully I'm not too much trouble. But we'll try to do that. But it is really special. And just for a moment, I want to say something about agriculture, and then we'll present the awards. Then I want to say a few words about education, if I could, and then I'll take your questions. You know, agriculture is the #1 industry in this state. It's what drives our economy. And when agriculture does well, as it has the last couple of years, Main Street does well. And our state has done well. We are one of a handful of states that's not currently in a fiscal crisis. Many states all over America are in much greater and much more difficult positions than we are. And it's not that we're immune to the coming fiscal storm, but we're in better shape, and one of the primary reasons is because of agriculture. So in these poster contests and what we try to do, we try to honor agriculture. It's the fiber of this state. Just a few years ago, and I mentioned this morning at an FFA event in Lincoln where all blue coats are gathering, blue jackets for what they're doing today and tomorrow. You know, people think maybe we're becoming less dependent on agriculture in this state, and that is not accurate. A decade ago, 1 in 4 jobs was related to agriculture or agribusiness. The Farm Bureau and a couple other organizations did a survey a couple of years ago. Today it's 1 in 3. More than ever before, our state in a wide variety of ways is dependent upon agriculture, both on the farm, agribusiness, renewable energy, ethanol, a number of things that we've done in the state. So that's kind of why I'm so proud of these young students and why I'm delighted to be here today. And for each of the students, if you want to say a few words, I'll give you 30 minutes, but so far none of them said they want to do that. But what I'd like to do is start out with Tanner. He came from Arcadia. I was up there a year or so ago. And you just really appreciate young students who come out of small rural schools, small rural communities. I grew up in a number, including McCook and Winkleman, and then graduated from Wahoo High School. And I'm so proud of what our schools do. We really do a tremendous job. So Tanner, if you'll come forward, I'm going to present your award first. Stand up here so everybody in the world wants to meet you. Next, I want to present the third place award to Ashley. And Ashley, if you come forward. As long as the moms and the grandmas got their pictures, we're okay. I'm not too worried. Now, Callie, we're especially proud of you to get first place. Congratulations. The other two come back up here and we'll get a picture. All when you think about it, in the contest that we had, it's pretty special that two young students from St. Mary's here and one from Arcadia would be the winners as a result of all. I think we received several hundred posters. And let me tell you, I'm glad I wasn't the judge because it was a very, very difficult decision to make. Let me share just a couple of things about education if I could, and then I'm particularly glad to answer the kids' questions or any of the adults. My wife spent all her adult life in education as a kindergarten teacher and elementary school principal. This is where it really starts. The creativity and the excitement and the energy of young kids in elementary school. This is the foundation for the great education that we provide kids in this state. And I just want to share with you, we are very, very fortunate. Both our private and public schools in this state do a wonderful job. And I mention that because in a number of states, the private schools are good and maybe the publics aren't, or the publics are good and the privates aren't. We are a unique state in where both the private schools and the public schools do a very, very good job. And you can look at test scores all the time, and Nebraska shines. Particularly if you look at the ACT scores, as our kids grow up in 10th, 11th, 12th grade, they start to take the test, the ACT or the SAT, to go on to college. And if you compare states all